I got nothing better to do. I'm gonna have to angle a little better. Chill out! Can we calm the hell down? And my multitude of lashes. You're fine. He isn't on you. Fucking stop. Oh my god, I'm gonna knock you out. Will you stop? He just wants a pillow. Because you have them all. I have no idea what the fucking that is. Powder, I guess. Oh, I'm kind of stuck here on a lip. Shut up! I never fucking find a decent all kinds of fucking red, and literally none of it satisfies. You know how you want that shiny red? I can never get it. It doesn't matter what I use. I do like this Burt's Bees liquid lip though. It's a really pretty color. I've never seen this. It's a really pretty red. It's almost burgundy. It's Burt's Bees. So of course it smells like shit. Okay. Get my fat ass up in this chair. Holden, I'm home. It's so cute. And that. And that. There's my gold. I have never found this color since I've bought it. I should have bought 3 or 4 of them. But they were fucking $12 a piece. Infallible. They have lip gloss, lipstick, and a matte liquid lip, and that's what this is. When I say this shit holds for 24 hours, it's no joke. Like, if you leave it on for a couple days, it'll be there. I really don't like wearing it, because, you know, you scrub your fucking face off trying to get it off. Like, you rip your fucking lips off, literally. Unless you have, like, really strong makeup wipes. Don't try it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We ain't gonna do that. A little tiny. Ain't cute. I got them at the dollar store for $1. Okay. I guess foundation first. I mix the two because the one literally makes me look orange. I'm sure you can tell which one makes me look orange and which one actually looks like my fucking skin tone. Cannot find this soft ivory N1 anywhere. So I got the next best thing, and with a matte poreless Fit Me foundation, normal to oily. What are we throwing? Stop it! Sounds metal. These are the lashes. I have so many. I buy everything, literally everything, this wise, off of AliExpress, because you can get this for $1.87, and this big old thing here for $3.87. So, you know, I like my big thick lashes. Oh, that's cold. Howdy to the one person that's watching. I'm a total catfish. I swear. I look completely different with makeup on. If I knew how to edit and do all that other dumb shit, I still probably wouldn't. Ew, I was watching this video the other day, okay? It was about, like SpongeBob theories. And, the explosions. You know the explosions that happen in SpongeBob? Well, I guess, and it makes sense when you think about it, there was an island called Bikini Atoll. And this is where they did nuclear testing, okay? Keep that in mind. But they did nuclear testing around this island. And anyway, they set bombs and shit off, nuclear bombs. And I guess this is how, like, SpongeBob was even thought of. Because if you look at the island, it's literally, it looks like Bikini Atoll. Like, I wish I had my big beauty blenders, but I don't know what happened to them. I don't have my brushes anymore. I don't have anything anymore. My puke bucket, because, you know, pregnant and sick all the time. What, baby? Hey, Nini. Mama. Give mommy a minute because this shit dries up so fast. Ew, and this acne is ridiculous. Like, when I was pregnant with my boys, I never broke out. Ever. Sorry, I have a runny nose. I was like bawling my fucking eyes out a little bit ago. I watched this video of a life flight helicopter. But anyway, back to SpongeBob. It just blew my mind, you know? Like, I'm like, oh my god, it makes sense. Like the explosions and stuff that happen in SpongeBob, they look awfully similar to the explosions that took place at Bikini Atoll. And, oh no, literally, you go on YouTube and, well, obviously you're on fucking YouTube right now, dumbass. But, go on YouTube and watch the Bikini Atoll SpongeBob theory, and everything will make perfect sense. It really will. Ridiculous. Chunkin.
I bet she's good.
Yeah, everything about SpongeBob will make sense then.
Baba! Baba!
Yeah, I shouldn't have fucking said that out loud.
Baba! Baba!
Yeah, Bob, buddy, Bob.
Baba! Baba!
We don't have Bob, sweetheart.
Why?
Because mommy's broke and can't afford cable. So we have an antenna.
Why not?
My one viewer left me. Now I'm all alone. No, you know, touchy mommy makeup. Well, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get, huh? I used to do my hair, I used to do my makeup every day. And I've just lost all hope in myself. I've been so depressed for the last like 6 months, and it's not funny. I haven't felt like cleaning the house, so of course it's a disaster because children. Okay, now what? God, this smells like my grandma's face powder. That was fucking creepy. I want to say there is no way that there is somebody standing outside this window because this window is fucking 15 feet off the ground. Chunkin, what are you doing? Looking for what? Marian's gonna go to bed. I don't think there's any left in there, sweetheart. No, it's just a pepper, honey. You won't eat it. Yeah, my sweetness. This is Holden. Huh? My meepin. No touchy mommy makeup. Alright, Bubba's, get down so Mommy can finish. Get Oogie. What? Oh, your tablet shut off. Here, go, Bubba's. Here, play your Paw Patrol game. Okay, well then don't play it. I don't care. Come on, Ruger, get down. God. Motherfucking dog. Oh boy. Again, this is not weed. I hate being indecisive. It sucks! Wish I had my fucking brushes. Children destroy everything! You know, if I actually had viewers, that would be great. Because I'm a really indecisive ass person. And I really need somebody's assistance right now helping me pick fucking lashes. Because I don't know if I want to wear those. I like them. It's one of my favorites. And then I have these ones. They're not much similar. They're thicker. And then I got them big bushy motherfuckers over there. I don't wear them unless, like, I'm going out or... which is never. So that's why there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pairs missing. And I glue mine on, and them bitches stay on for days. I think I am gonna go with these ones. Oh, a brush. Is there another one? Ooh, there is. Hopefully these aren't the only two. So, I mean, I can make it work. I can make anything work. Mama's doing her nails too. I usually do my own, like, because I have a whole box of poly gel. Maybe I'll do that later. Yeah, no. Oh, I love this palette. Yeah, I'm gonna use this palette instead. See, I want something that's gonna be a little permanent, you know? It's a lip crayon, so it'll stay on longer. It ain't the bright red that I want, but I can always put something on over top of it, right? Y'all ever notice how fucking nasty lipstick smells sometimes? Like, the fuck they make this shit out of? There's more to it than just fucking pig fat and fucking pigment. Oh, I love these. These are my favorite. I have like 5 of them. 2. I'm missing one. Where is my pink one? Where's my shit? Right. And my gold one. That's in my purse. I love these. These are so loud. Literally. They're very glittery. And then there's a liquid that goes on top. And it really brings it out. These things are fucking like 14... No, they went up. They're like $16 a piece. It's ridiculous. Beauty hurts, don't it? Oh, like Pretty Hurts. I love that song. I guess my makeup is as even as it's gonna get. My face looks like shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with those ones. I'll just use those ones. You indecisive bitch. Can't make up my own mind. Again, not weed. Oh, the tobacco needs changed. Oh. Yeah. I have filters and tobacco. I just don't. I just don't. I don't know. I might go with the red. I might go with the pink. It depends on what I do up here. I look completely different with makeup on. Like, I don't look like the same person. There was this thing calling all catfish on Facebook. It was like, post a picture of yourself with and without makeup and see how different you look. I didn't think I looked that much different. But Jesus. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, you're beautiful without it. Where? Fuck. Like, can we be real? No. No. I can't make up my mind if I want to do black, silver, white, or browns. I can never make up my mind. I like browns because I have blue eyes and it brings them out. So we'll go with browns. And for some dollar store makeup, this ain't bad, honestly. Really wish my kids wouldn't have got into my brushes. Thank you to the one person that's watching. You're probably the only person that ever watches. I have 1,100 subscribers, which I'm really proud of. I don't know how it even happened. Honestly. Because my ass is not that entertaining. I'm really not. I'm basic as hell. But, you know, for somebody basic like me that's not like a big YouTube star, that's 1,000 subscribers is a lot. Now I was thinking about maybe what are you doing? I have this brown chunky glitter I was thinking about putting right here. But every time I use this shit, it crumbles up. And then after just a few hours, it looks like shit. What do you mean open the door?
Pizza.
Baby, we don't have any pizza.
What's that?
Powder.
Powder? We're being powder up here. What? No one my tablet.
I want to use it, but
No one my
every time I do, it just ends up looking all fucked up. Can we not? You cannot get up here like that, and you know better. I don't know why you try. And because after I had that miscarriage back in November, I really do believe that I suffered a stroke, because for the longest time this side of my face just wasn't right, you know, like it was weak, and when I smiled it wasn't even, like it drooped a little bit. I mean, I've fully recovered. I'm pregnant again, which was totally unexpected. I cried. When I found out I was pregnant, I cried. Scared. You know, I don't want to lose another baby. That was one of the worst things I've ever had to go through. Well, one of the second worst things that I've ever had to go through by myself. Because obviously somebody has to stay home with my other two kids. So I ended up taking a girlfriend with me in case if I couldn't drive, because I didn't know, how it was gonna play out, what was gonna happen, nobody knows. I woke up from a nap. It was like 11:30 at night. I woke up to, you're gonna think this is nasty, but I woke up to one of my dogs licking my crotch. So of course I smack him on the fucking top of the head. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, I guess my water broke, and he was trying to clean me, and I started bleeding shortly after, and I woke up because he was licking me. Anybody would wake up to that, because now, settle. Well, I get up and go to the bathroom because I had to pee, and that's when I noticed that my whole crotch was wet, and there was blood all over my white, light blue jeans. Like, they were almost white. And when I went to pee, a lot more than just pee came out. I felt like a pressure, and it just dropped. And I held my stomach and bent forward a little bit because it was uncomfortable. It just felt like something fell out, like my fucking organs were falling out. That's what it felt like. It wasn't painful. Like, a lot of people think that miscarriages are painful. Sometimes they are, I guess. But mine really wasn't until after, like, the aftermath. And I was so horrible. I was down. I was down for 3 months. I was really down. Like, I couldn't take care of my kids. I had to have somebody here babysitting me. I couldn't get up and walk. I couldn't get myself anything to drink. I couldn't get up and go to the bathroom. I bled for like 2 weeks after. And then my regular cycle started again. And I wasn't aiming to get pregnant right after because I was still mourning the loss. and it broke me, and I didn't want to have another, I didn't want to get pregnant again after that. But these are really constricting, like that hurts. 11 weeks, roughly. Not entirely 110% sure, but we know I'm in that range. Based off my numbers, I go for an ultrasound. The 8th, I go in for an ultrasound. Now is when I wish I had a red lip pencil. But of course I don't. Yes, I use a toothpick to clean up my edges. Oh my God. Should put this on first. Something I don't understand, why do people make their lips bigger? It looks so dumb. I mean, I do underline like my bottom lip a little bit, but I think I have nice lips. Like they're not small and they're not too thick. Like they're perfect. That's my opinion because they're my lips. Everybody else might be like, nah, bitch, you got big fat fucking lips. You look stupid. Look like a whole ass clown. I've heard that before, so wouldn't be anything new. Not like I care. My bow bothers me so bad because it's crooked as fuck. That's actually, that's literally dead ass my lip. Like, that's my lip. Crooked as fuck. Like the rest of my body. I try so hard to keep it even. getting nauseous. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done with the powder and the blenders. I need a highlighter brush. Fuck. I have to put it on with my finger. Or paintbrush, that works. I'm gonna pull this up. This is like a shimmery tan, so you're really not gonna see it until I put the other one on top. Because I love the shimmer, but when I add the other one to it, you want some cereal? Here, baby. Where'd your little ball go? There it goes. You did it! What?
Huh?
He's just... just gave me a look. Rotten.
Ah!
Huh? Eat your cereal. I'm gonna have to touch up my brown, dark brown. I've done my makeup the same way for, I'm not even kidding, like 15 years. I'm 24. I've been doing my makeup for a long time. I was a very uncomfortable child, I guess you could say. I wasn't really confident about anything ever because I never thought I'd be good enough for anything. Just like my teacher told me when I was in 4th grade. Isn't that nice? Can people comment? Like, can that happen?
Baba? Baba?
Yeah. Mommy, paintbrush. This highlighter I got off of AliExpress. It was 57 cents. It's so pretty. It's like iridescent. Trust me, when I open the blind, you'll really see it. Maybe not, because it's way too goddamn bright. Way too bright. I'm not even kidding when I say that my makeup style has never changed. Literally ever. Okay, paintbrush done. Oh God. When I say my husband loves me, well, he's not my husband yet.
Mommy.
What?
Mommy.
What?
Take it there. I put it here. Take it and make him up. I like him. I make it up.
You woke Tucker up.
Yes. What cereal?
You want cereal? Get your bowl, baby. It's up. It's over there, honey. On the dish rack. You see it? Over there on the dish rack by the sink. You see the little clear bowl? Not that one. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, that works. Do you want it plain like that, or do you want milk?
Milk.
Okay, I have to get you a spoon. No, what a plum. Well, how the hell else are you gonna eat it, dude? Oh, my back. No, don't take Mommy chair right here. There you go. What? Nom, 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 nom. My boys are my whole heart. Show everybody how you eat cereal. Pick up another one. Not like that. Show everybody how you was just eating your cereal. He acts like a dog. Hens are nasty. That's the Culver Ruger. Or Chihuahua. My son's Chihuahua. You go, "Ow!" There he is. Everybody thinks it's the most funny thing in the world because he doesn't do it all the time. Only when you howl will he do it. Or if there's actual coyotes howling outside, he goes ape shit. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get him going. You gonna run around? It's a candle we made. Yeah, we made a candle, remember? Yeah, I bought this little candle kit. We made a candle. When it burns, don't buy them because the little wax beads in there, it smells like burning wax. They stink. Like, unless you have like your own scent to put in, I would put in a lot because they stink. Like, awful fucking smell. Terrible. I don't know, maybe I should just finish it off with a white because I really don't want to do this. That'll work. Love it but hate it. I also have a silver that I use barely. See, that's why I don't like this shit. You can't put it on. Like, I don't wear it. It's just too messy. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with a white instead. Your ninny's right there, buddy. It's on the couch. Now, come on. Tell you all the time about dumping shit on the floor. Definitely gonna touch up the brown now. I'm not trying to blend it either. I get so disappointed when I have a set goal in mind and can't achieve it. Now, nails, I can do just about anything with nails. I have a TikTok account. It's, I believe it's X94 Psycho Clown. The name, Alexis Conn, C-O-N-N, like Connesville. Stop it. If anybody wants to, you can follow me on TikTok. Alright. There we go. I still feel like I'm missing something. Like, you want a juice? Want some juice? What? Yeah, it says, yo, I got this. It was a very hard day. 7 in the morning. Stop. Seriously, stop it. You're gonna make a mess with juice. And nobody should ever find out like that, you know? My mom texted me, but I was still asleep. And she's like, Big Stanley got into a car accident and died. And then she's texted me back like 15 so minutes later and was like, it wasn't his dad, it was him. And I'm like, Stanley? No way. Well, CYS came, okay, CYS and the fucking state police, because me and my husband sell and do cocaine, and we dog fight, and my kids are abused and malnourished, and there's no food or running water, and I have bed bugs and roaches and rats and shit. You know, petty ass motherfucking bitches. Okay, because I know who called in and made the fucking report. She got her fucking teeth kicked in, too. Well, it was about 10:30 at this time. And unfortunately, the cop that was at my house with this fucking caseworker was at the scene of the accident that morning. It happened right along coming this way south. So north 119, like going towards Greensburg. And it was icy. The roads weren't the greatest. They didn't salt them or anything the night before like they fucking should have. And there was ice, and he was running late for work, so he was speeding a little bit, but the speed limit going down 119 is 45. He was going 55. But 55 is enough to I guess, run across the median. Run across the median and end up in a head-on collision. He skid across the road and went over the median and into the other lane. Now this is it's a divided highway. So, like, there was a median, it's about 20 feet long in between. So he had to go over the median and head on into a car. And he was in a little Ford Ranger. It was a small truck. And it killed him on impact. And I was looking at my text and I was like, we need to make a phone call right now. Mind you, the caseworker and the cop are still here. I really didn't give a shit. And I was like, we need to figure out if this is true. And Fred's like, what's going on? What's wrong? I'm like, Stanley died. And the cop was like, what'd you say his name was? I said, Stanley Oler, young Stanley Oler. He's like 26. He said, yeah. I can confirm that he did pass at 7:19 this morning. At 7:19 this morning, he got into a head-on collision and died on impact. I was there at the scene. And me and Fred just, because he was a really, really close friend. They grew up together. Him and my old man grew up together. And I'd known him for a long time, about 10 years. So, we were pretty close. And when the cop said, yeah, I was there at the scene of the accident this morning, we just lost it. We started bawling, as anybody would, It was one of our closest friends. And this caseworker looked at me and Fred, and we're both in tears, can't speak. And the cop looked at her and was like he mouthed, "Let's go." And she's like, as I see, there's nothing wrong here. We'll continue this another day. I'm very sorry for your loss. I gave her my phone number and I signed a paper. I could barely see, so I just scribbled like I always do. Like A, squiggle, line, dot, and then C, squiggles. Like, it's really nothing fancy. It was a very heartbreaking day. It just wasn't very easy. And I called, right after the caseworker left, I called his dad. Because I still couldn't believe it. I was in denial. Like, I had to hear it from his dad to believe it. And I was so devastated. So fucking devastated. We were crushed. Like, it was one of the harder deaths that we've had to deal with out of losing friends. As a couple. Like, I loved Stanley. He was fucking stupid. Like, I loved him. He was like a older brother that I never had. I have a younger brother. But I don't, he was just one of those people that could always, make you smile. No matter what. He absolutely adored my kids. Adored them. He died in November. I lost my daughter in November. No, 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 no. What? 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 You know, I don't know what you're saying, honey. I'm sorry. I know it sucks being little. Ah! Shit. I swear to God, I have CYS at my fucking house every other month. It's ridiculous. And it's all because people get a bug up their ass because we won't help them or give them a ride because, you know, they act like fucking vehicles run on goddamn air. Oh, well, I don't have any gas money, but can you give me a ride? No! I'm tired of fucking helping people and getting shit on in fucking return when we need help. I'm done with that, dude. Okay. Oops, I got an eyelash glue on my phone. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines.
What?
What, baby?
My tablet.
Well, go get your tablet. Give me a minute. Okay. You're welcome.
Take it, Mommy.
You're welcome, honey.
Mommy, not yet. The water house. Look, Flippy.
Honey, I can't give you Blippi. You don't have any internet. Well, I didn't tell you to spill it all over the floor, bro.
Yeah, I did. I did. The one thing. The one thing. I don't like that.
I'm so surprised there's still one person watching. Usually my videos don't get any views until after they're posted. What are you doing? Well, quit shutting it off.
Blippi.
There is no Blippi.
I have Blippi.
No, you don't.
I have Blippi.
No, you don't. Here, pick a game. You have 100 of them, literally. I used to have an eyelash curler I would actually put the glue on and I would stick the eyelash in my eyelash curler and I would put them on that way. That was the easiest way that I ever found to do my eyelashes. But after I got better at it, putting them on, you know, by hand, I really didn't have a problem after that. Now I literally can just throw them on. Okay. And the sad thing is, me and Fred, we want to get married next year. And Stanley was supposed to be the best man. So that's just going to make the wedding a little more difficult. I love lip crayons because they stay on forever. Look. You really don't have to worry about fallout or nothing. It's really there. All done. I don't know how I managed to do my fucking makeup for my mom's wedding. I had like no time for shit. And it was fucking do my makeup on the way there. Now I don't want it to be too flashy, you know, like pink. Yeah. Ah, got you, bastard. Okay. Oh, oh my. Have like severe sciatica problems, and every time I get pregnant without fail by 12 weeks I'm miserable. Now I need a nail file. I bought these at the dollar store because they just didn't feel like doing her shit. It takes a lot out of me. I'm so tired all the time. It's ridiculous. I mean, you know, it's part of growing a human. Okay. Okay. Really can't see the sizes. Okay. I figured. I usually do my nails full. It's too small. I'll have to find, yep, an 11. Perfect. Pinkies. What's this? That is a middle finger. What's that? It's a 5. Now my thumbs are usually a 0. But I guess today they're a 1. Yep. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Also a 5. 7. Yeah, I'll do that one instead. I just feel like these ones are a little tight. And I don't want... That's better. Much better. Okay. I'll need the nail file now. I think I know where it's at. I gotta pee. Give me 1 minute. I usually don't do press-ons. I usually just bust out my poly gel and shit and do it that way. I don't know. It's just very time consuming. Even if it's for myself, I still won't do it. Because why do anything for yourself? I used to be all for doing people's nails and whatnot because I'm good at it. You know, like it's something that I like to do. I'm good at it. I mean, I'm not good with acrylic, but polygel, I can do anything you want with polygel. Literally. Might take me a little longer because of placement and whatnot, but still. I can put 5 or 6 different colors in one nail. You know what angers me though? When you go online and you see people that you know for a fact aren't struggling. They have money. And they fucking say, "Oh, I'm broke. I'm gonna lose everything." No, I'm gonna lose everything. My old man works at Seven Springs for a measly fucking $10 an hour. And he doesn't want me working while I'm pregnant. Because, you know, the bastard's stuck in the fucking 50s. Women should be at home barefoot and pregnant. Then you have me, independent as fuck, and don't need anybody. But we're behind on payments on our truck. Don't know what we're gonna do. He needs $450 to send to a fucking collection agency, or he's gonna be going to jail. But with inflation and everything going up right now, I have a feeling that when he goes to court, they're just gonna say, just pay what you can when you can. You know, because they set a payment up, $75 a month, but when you have a $467 truck payment, plus $90 insurance, then you have the electric bill, which went up sky fucking high. Went from literally $87 a month to $340. Got a fucking shut-off notice because can't pay it. Literally at wit's end. We're broke, we're stuck. You don't see me asking nobody for no fucking money online. Literally just sit here and struggle. You have to pay cash for everything, you know. So my kids have been literally living on cereal and burgers from the dollar store. And then you get these fucking people, these scamming bastards. They're like, oh, give me your Facebook information and your Cash App info and let me verify that it's you and we'll send you $2,400. No, the fuck you won't, retard. Shut up. You're gonna talk to me like I'm motherfucking stupid. Then they want to get bossy and demanding. Send me password now. Who the fuck are you, dude? I don't have to send you shit. I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, but I'm not the fucking 1, 2, or 3. I always file my nails to make sure they're not sharp. Because I do not want to cut my kids. It has happened. I don't know, it's just fucking a battle of the times right now. Like, it's ridiculous. I've never been this down and out. Like, and it sucks. All done. Okay, now what are we going to talk about? Now that makeup and fucking nails are done. I did what I wanted to do. I guess. Yeah, usually I do my nails myself. I don't buy them all the time, but I literally just haven't had the energy to do anything. Like this pregnancy is really fucking knocking it out of me this time. Everybody's like, oh, you're having a girl. I hope so. Me and my fiance named the daughter we lost Brooklyn Marie Faith. And eventually I will get a tattoo. I'm gonna get a tattoo of an angel baby. Little footprints. Maybe on my shoulder or something. I don't know, it's been a really rough year. It hasn't been easy in the slightest in any way. It's been miserable between losing a couple friends, losing a baby, on the brink of losing our truck, on the brink of having our electric shut off. It's just great. And I'll never understand why the government has to fuck us the way they do. And we just let it happen. Like, we let them take our rights and shit away. And we don't say or do anything about it, but after the fact, you know, that's when people want to say something. When it's already too late. No, like, you need to speak up as it's going on, not after the fact. That's like, it's like calling the cops and telling them that somebody's going to break into your house and murder you, and they say, literally, this is what they'll fucking tell you. Well, unless something actually happens, we can't come out and do anything about it. What the fuck you mean? Literally had text messages and phone calls, recorded phone calls, of this motherfucker threatening to burn my house down with me and my kids in it. Like, and you're gonna tell me that there's nothing you can do about it? Get the fuck out of my face, retard. Just like how I know for a fact that my neighbors were stealing my fucking mail, because my mail literally is 2.3 miles down the road, my mailbox, because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. I live up the mountain, deep in the woods. Like, I live 2 miles back in the woods on a 170-acre farm. Like, Joseph Schultz. Everything's crazy. The world is fucking crazy. And there's really not much we can do about it, because what are we going to do about it? Literally, what are we going to do about it? There's nothing we can do. Like, the government's going to do what they want. They're going to put in office who they want. Like, I don't even know why they have us fucking vote, because our votes don't fucking count. They never have, never will. They put in office who the fuck they want in office, not who we want in office. And if we had who we wanted in office, it would have been, he'd be there now. And half of the shit that's going on now wouldn't be fucking happening. Gas wells and shit wouldn't have been shut down. People would still have fucking jobs. It's retarded. Like, I was gonna be a pipeliner. Can't do that. And it's kind of sad, you know, because we, the people, are the ones that suffer. Even though we pay our taxes, we work our asses off, and we get fucking nowhere. And everything's going up, but nobody's paycheck's going up. Imagine that. Come the fuck on. Like, people really need to wake up. Like, we are gonna go into another fucking Great Depression. It's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. Nobody believes me. I'm like, how can you not see it? Literally, it's fucking right in front of you, and you can't see it? Gas prices are ridiculous, and it's not even fucking gas. They're not even putting ethanol in it, dude. Like, they're cutting it with something else. Like, I had gas the other day, and I put it in a clear can, and it didn't smell like gas. It smells, I don't know, like, it does have a slight gas smell, But I had a gumball thing. How much is gas where I live? Fucking $6 a gallon. I live in Pennsylvania. I live here in fucking Fayette County, Pennsylvania, where gas is $6 a gallon. It's ridiculous. Some places it's like $5.45. Some places it's $5.99. Like the lowest I've ever seen gas in the last couple of months has been $4. And it's shit. Like my fucking vehicle runs like shit. Like, and it didn't before. It ran fine. Like I put gas treatment in it. And it ran fine. And then after I put fucking Sunoco gas in it, because that's the only decent gas around. I mean, you go to Sheetz anymore, it's like water. You go to fucking Circle K, it's like water. But the government literally wants to murder people that are converting their vehicles from gas to water. Why? Fuck you doing? What are you killing people for? Because they're fucking making something happen that needs to fucking happen? You know, like, gas is a fossil fuel. Once it's gone, it's gone. So, need to figure something the fuck out, because this ain't working. It's not. And it ain't gonna. It's pretty sad, you know, when you have to pick and choose whether to buy food for your kids or put gas in your fucking vehicle. And if you don't put gas in your vehicle, you're not going to go back and forth to work. But if you don't buy food, you're going to go hungry. I'm not joking. Like, we are fucking struggling right now. Look at my fridge. This is ridiculous. This is one of them. That's one fridge. This is the other one. There ain't much in either. It's just rough. Everything's hard. It's not, you know, so these fucking richy bastards and the motherfuckers in the government, they don't have nothing to worry about. They have everything they need and more, and then some. But we, the American citizens, are the ones that have to fucking sit here and suffer and choose whether or not to feed our kids or put gas in our vehicles so we can get back and forth to work, where we don't make enough money to pay a goddamn bill, let alone buy food and pay the electric and make a truck payment. And when you're only making $10 an hour, it doesn't go very far. Exactly. Ain't nobody else to fucking blame but Biden. Like I said, my kids have literally been living off of fucking burgers from the dollar store and cheap dollar food. Like, no. Kids shouldn't have to fucking suffer because the government wants to be a piece of shit and the president wants to be a fucking retarded dementia patient, put it lightly. Don't nobody like dude, literally. He's a fucking chomo to boot. Like, come the fuck on. Why in the fuck would you put that goddamn retard in office? Oh, that's right, because you could walk all over him and Kamala Harris can fucking step on in and take over for him because he's a dementia patient. The dumb bastard can't remember what the fuck he said 2 sentences ago. Sounds like fucking Patrick off of SpongeBob, stupid bitch. Literally, he's just a puppet. Just a fucking puppet. It's ridiculous. People shouldn't be fucking struggling like this. And I'm not trying to sound, no type of way. But the people in Fayette County have it way worse than literally anywhere else. Like, poverty here is ridiculous. Like, there's no good jobs here. You can't find a decent job anywhere. And if you do, you gotta fucking move out of state. And nobody wants to have to relocate and move away from everything they know and love for a job that's probably gonna fall through anyway because everything else did. Like, I feel really bad for the people here in Fayette County. Like, we suffer so much. And, you know, people think it's a joke. Like, no, it's really not. Like, look it up on Google. See how poor Fayette County is. It's awful. Uncalled for. Like, we are one of the poorest counties, like, in the fucking world. I think it's, out of, like, the top 10, I think it's, like, 3 or 5. I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've looked at it, but statistics don't lie. It's fucking ridiculous. And now that I'm pregnant, like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I don't want to go to a hospital this time because with both of my deliveries, it was awful. It was horrible. It wasn't. Most of the time when you go to the hospital, it's supposed to be an exciting time. You're not supposed to be fucking miserable and feel forced. Like, it's ridiculous. Nobody can fucking live on their own anymore. Like, you literally have to fucking move back in. You have to resort to moving back in with your parents. I mean, I'm grateful that I own my own home. Like, I don't have to worry about that. Nobody can take my house away from me. It is owned. 110% owned. It was built by hand. Nobody owns shit but me. This is my house. But, you know, with no electric, what good does that do you? Like, we're literally just sitting down and taking it up the ass while the government fucks us over on our rights for anything. Like the Roe versus Wade thing. That's bullshit. You shouldn't fucking... I mean, you're a man, so I don't know how you'll feel about this. But, you know, the control shouldn't be on the women. It should be on the men. Because in a 365-day span, a man can produce 365 children. But a woman can only produce one within a 365-day span. Why is the control being put on the fucking women? We can only produce 1 to 2 to 3 children per pregnancy. Or 4, you know, if you're fucking psycho. Well, on average, 1 to 2 babies per pregnancy. But, you know, why is the control all being put on the women? Like, we're not allowed to have abortions. We're not allowed to do this. We can't have our tubes tied until we're 25 and have this many fucking kids. Fuck that. What the fuck is that? You have to have at least a boy and a girl. Fuck you. Who the fuck are you to tell me that 2 boys isn't enough? And I don't like birth control because it fucks your body up. Like, I was on the depot shot right after I had my son, my youngest, Holden. After I got pregnant on depot. And I also think that may be part of the reason why I lost my daughter, but I can't say for sure. I'm pretty sure, I'm 110% that it was caused by withdrawal. Well, I was getting to that. See, I'm pro-choice. I believe everyone should have a say in what goes on with their body, because it's their body. Our bodies do not belong to the fucking government. I'm pro-choice. You should do what you want with your own body. Like, if you don't want kids, you shouldn't be fucking forced to have them. If, like, someone that shall remain nameless that I know has 2 children, and she is not a part of their lives fluently. Like, her father is sick and dying, literally. He is fucking, like, he's sick. He's dying. And this kid's fucking 5 years old. Dad lives in fucking North Dakota, doesn't want jack shit to do with him. And she sat in my kitchen right here and said, I didn't ask to be a mother. I didn't want any kids. I never planned on having children. Well, you laid the fuck down on your goddamn back and spread your motherfucking legs, bitch. You could have went and had an abortion. Or you could have punched yourself in the stomach or got in a fight with somebody and lost it, if that's what you wanted. Nobody forced you to have that kid. You know, she's pro-abortion, you know, one of them. I mean, I'm pro-choice. You should do whatever you want with your body. It's yours. Now, incest. That's reason for abortion. Rape. That's reason for abortion. Now, this is the whole fucked up scenario. When a woman gets raped, it's our fault because of what we were wearing. No. No means no, and that's the fucking end of it. You don't rip my clothes off because you want something. I don't care what the fuck you want. No means no. And when women get raped and they end up pregnant, guess what? Did you know that that motherfucker that raped that woman has parental rights to the child? Yeah, so you literally gotta stare your fucking rapist in the face every time you fucking see your kid. That, to me, is wrong. Shouldn't fucking be done. If you don't want that child, abort it. There is no reason for a woman to carry a pregnancy that she doesn't want. Now, I, myself, I wanted kids. I wanted to be a mom at some point in time. I didn't think it was going to happen that soon, but it did, and I have my boys. It is what it is. But for some people, it's not that simple. They don't want kids, or they're literally not mentally, physically, financially equipped to take care of a child. So they're like, oh, adoption's an option. Why in the fuck would I want to put my child up for adoption knowing that they're probably not going to get adopted right after birth, and they're going to go into the fucking foster care system, get raped, abused, molested? Yeah, that's just what I want to do. Honestly, the child would be better off dead. Foster care is no fucking joke. Foster care is sickening. There's people out there that fucking adopt kids just to beat the fuck out of them. But the government wants to worry about unborn babies. Why the fuck ain't we worried about the fucking babies and the kids that are out there in foster care being mistreated? What about those fucking kids? Do we not think about those kids? Do they not matter? So an unborn baby is more important than the children that are here already suffering. No. Those kids would be better off dead, and they probably say that themselves. I'd be better off dead. I wish I was dead. Why the fuck would I want to live a life like this? Come on. Like, I truly don't get it. I don't. It makes me cringe. You know, I really don't care about other people's opinions because your opinion is irrelevant. Irrelevant. Literally. But, you know, the government just want... Look up the word govern. And then ment. Two separate words. Govern, ment. Look up govern and then ment. It literally means to control society. They feed us a bunch of bullshit. We don't know half of what's really fucking going on out there. They keep us completely oblivious. Because if we really knew what the fuck was going on, we'd be doing something about it. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There eventually probably will be a war between the government and the people. It's gonna happen. People are tired of being taken advantage of. We're tired of it. Sick and fucking tired of being sick and fucking tired. Nobody should live their life in fucking misery every day. My old man gets up at 6 o'clock. I'm socially awkward too, so don't feel bad. It took a long time before I actually started going live and talking and doing makeup or nails or posting my kids or anything on any social media. Like Facebook, that was about it. Now YouTube, it's a lot bigger of a community and it's a lot harsher. I have anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder. It's not fun, but I've broken free. And how I did it was forcing myself. I didn't like it, and I still don't like it, but, you know, I can't live my life in seclusion all the time and worry about this and worry about that. Like, there are things that are going to happen that are out of my control, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I understand that now, but my anxiety always gets the best of me. Always. Like, I'm socially awkward. But I've broken from that a little bit. Like, I don't... Sometimes you have to. Sometimes that's the first step you gotta take. You gotta force yourself to do it, and then it gets easier. And it does get easier. I have PTSD too on top of it, so, you know, certain sounds, certain images, you know, flashbacks aren't fun. They're not. They're really not. I've had a lot of fucked up trauma. We're not going to talk about. I mean, I did make a post on Facebook about it after so many years. This dude, he robbed a bank, okay? And he was in his 50s. I can't remember exactly how old he was, and I really don't care. He was in his late 50s, early 60s. And he was supposed to be going out with my grandma, okay? But my grandma just got a weird feeling about him. So she's like, I don't know. Well, he ended up moving in with me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. And he lived in the basement. He lived in the basement in, like, the spare room by our gun room that he didn't know about. Nobody really knew about it. It was like a hidden room in our house. It was so cool. We kept all our firearms there. We had a fucking arsenal that nobody knew about. Aww. Yeah, the first personal video that I ever shared was the birth of my son. And it took me months to post it. Because, you know, like, that's my shit, you know, my fucking lady bits. And, like, going through the comments, I was disgusted. Dude was like, nice wax job. Motherfucker, for one, I don't get wax jobs. I shaved my pussy very fucking much. Dumbass. The fuck? Who says that kind of shit? Like, I didn't fucking... You know, I didn't post the birth of my son so men could look at my pussy. Like, that wasn't the fucking... That wasn't the objective. It was to share my birth experience with other women. Not to be complimented on how nice my pussy looked. You fucking pig. And that's exactly what I told him. Dude, you're a fucking pig. Is that all men fucking think about? Literally? Like, are you serious? Fucking nasty bitch. Fucking stupid cunt. I hate people. I really do. And that's why I'm so awkward. Like, shit like that. What? Whatever, I guess. That's what you want to do. Fucking go around and watch birth videos and look at women's pussies. Go for it, fucking freak. Pretty sure I blocked him from my channel because sick fucking pervert. Who the fuck says shit like that? Like, come on. You couldn't say anything decent? Nice wax job. I shaved my shit, thank you. I've always shaved my shit. I have never fucking waxed, and I never will. Because for one, I don't want my fucking shit to be covered in wax, and then have that bitch rip on my pussy, and have that shit stretch this far, and snap the fuck back. No thank you. I like my shit where it's at. Oh yeah, I'm being dead ass serious. I mean, pretty sure my birth video has like 300,000 views or something like that. Aww. I met okay. I met Fred when I was like 10 years old. And he was with Anne at the time. She was pregnant with Mackenzie, his oldest daughter, his oldest living daughter. Yeah, I met him when I was like 10. And when I was, we're 9 years apart, so he would have been 19. 19, 20. 19 turning 20. And I've known him for years. Sometimes you just gotta take that leap of faith. I did. And I was with a real piece of shit before I was with Fred. He was a fucking narcissistic piece of shit. I didn't matter. My opinion didn't matter. What I wanted didn't matter. Where I wanted to go in life didn't matter. I just didn't matter. And I don't know why I loved him. There was no reason for me to love him, literally. And I never thought about Fred, you know, because I've known him my whole life. And then he messaged me out of the blue one day, and I'm like, you want to hang out? So we did. And we've been together since then, since April 12th of 2016 or 2017. I can't remember exactly. We've been together for 6 years. I've known him for a long time. I just figured. I just broke up with him. I just broke up with Donnie. And I really didn't want to be with anybody else. I kind of wanted to roam free a little bit. And I did for about a year. And I talked to Fred on and off, and then I finally decided to actually give him a chance. And they're both my engagement rings. He bought me this one first, and then he got me this one. This is the newest one. It's too big, so I had to fucking tape it. So it stayed on my finger. Because my finger is a size 5. And literally every ring out there is a size 7. You know how hard it is to find a size 5 ring? It's fucking ridiculous. I was wondering who was watching. I don't know if it was a man or a woman. It's not the size that counts. I don't really care. He wants to go to like Kay Jewelers or Jared and buy me a fucking $5,000 ring. Why? So I can get mugged and it be stolen off my finger? No, thank you. I'm good. I'm happy with my little Walmart rings. They're not fake. I mean, I know they're cubic zirconia. They're not diamond. I really don't care about that. I could give a fuck less. As long as it doesn't turn my finger green, I don't care. Usually I could tell just by looking at it whether or not, like, if it's real silver or if it's fake. I hate gold-plated rings. They look like shit, especially after you wear them for a while and the gold fades off and then it's left to be this ugly ass copper color. Yeah, I don't want an expensive ring. I really don't. I don't feel that it's necessary, you know. Why spend $5,000 on a ring? You know, why? And he's like, because you deserve it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want that. I don't want a fucking $5,000 ring. But he bought a ring for his ex. And he took a loan out for this fucking ring. And he spent $12,000 on this fucking ring for this whore. And what'd she do? He drives across the bridge and throws it out the fucking window into the river. And that's when he was really done with her. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's when he was really done with her. He's like, are you fucking... You threw a $12,000 ring out the fucking window instead of, like, pawning it or something? And I just don't. Happiness. I mean, it can. It certainly can buy happiness. Money can buy things that make me happy. But I'm happy with a little $98 ring from Walmart. This one was $58. This one was $8. I'm cool with that. I don't need no expensive fucking bling. I'm not careful. I don't need expensive ass jewelry, you know, to make a statement that you love me. That doesn't matter. The ring itself and to buy the ring. All I look at, oh, that one's cute. I love it. So he bought it. I looked at it. I said, that one's cute. And he walked away. And I went to the candy aisle, the cookie aisle, to get some cookies for the kids. And this prick waited until I walked away. And he went and bought the fucking ring. I'm like, ooh, you dumb bitch. But he waited until Christmas to give it to me. was so mad. I was so fucking mad. I'm like, why did you buy this fucking ring? You know we don't have the money right now. He's like, well, I had the money then, and I've had it since then. So he literally hid this fucking ring from me for 3 or 4 months. Work with him, he locked it in the truck, like, made sure that I wouldn't find it. Which I really don't fucking snoop around anyway. Like, I don't look around, you know? Like, if I have a suspicion that he bought something, I just wait until he gives it to me. People look at me, and then they look at him, and they're like, what the fuck is a girl like you doing with a guy like him? I'm like, oh, that's my fat heel. Leave him alone. I love him. My everything. Other than my kids. My ass is fucking decaf coffee. Steven. They got up at 7 o'clock. First. I'm like, really gotta do this early? Come on now. I got hardly any fucking sleep last night. Like, so worn down. I laid down like 4:30. Yeah, while I'm pregnant, I really drink coffee because it happened. But my son, my oldest, because of my excessive caffeine use. And I'm not, talking, oh, like, I drank a couple cups of coffee. No, I drank coffee all day. And I craved Monster and Red Bull. So, or eat anything else, and this is absolutely from the doctor. Yeah, probably. Go in my ass. It's literally the only thing that has helped so far. It also might be because I'm moving around. I live in the middle of nowhere. Like if I move my shit further, I get cut out. Decaf coffee really doesn't taste that much different than regular coffee. And my kids are always trying to drink my fucking drinks, so I just prefer that, really. And coffee doesn't have a day a week. It really doesn't. it doesn't really do anything for you. Like, it just hurts you more than anything. Fucks the body. Like, I don't know. I mean, I like my tea. I drink a lot of tea, but while I'm pregnant, I really cut back on caffeinated shit. Like, I try to steer from it because when I was 5 weeks, I went in for a regular checkup. No way. No way. How's the baby moving? I like that big now. It's small. When you're between 10 and 12 weeks, your baby's only about this big, about the size of your thumb. This big. I'll know exactly how far I am on the 8th. And I can't wait. Because my last pregnancy, I didn't really get to see it before I lost it. I never got to hear a heartbeat or anything. I think that's what made it so hard, because I didn't know anything, you know? And I lost it fairly early. Like, between, I want to say, 9 and 11 weeks, I lost it. Because I had blood work done, just like I did this time, like you do with every pregnancy. And they're like, well, we did get, your test results and stuff back, because they ran a special test to see, like, if there's any genetic problems or genetic concerns. And they're like, yeah, do you want to know this? Do you want to know the sex of what you lost? I'm like, yeah, actually, I kind of would. And when they said that I lost a little girl, it just broke me, because when I was pregnant with August, that he was a girl for fucking 27 weeks. Because he was high. I was 29 weeks when I went for my next appointment. And he decided to have his legs spread wide the fuck open. And he's like, hi, Mom, I'm a boy. And when she was like, oh no, oh my gosh. I'm like, what? What's the problem? She's like, I'm like, what? Spit it out, Franny. She's like, you're having a boy. I'm like, what? She's like, look. And then snapped the picture. Clicked on the computer and snapped the picture. Moving around good. And lo and behold, there was a dick and balls. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Because I already told my whole family it was a girl. And Chris was like, well, I don't know how she missed it. Like, she missed it. I really don't. After his leg open, like, he must have really been, like, secluding himself, like, squished. Like, surprise! But not a girl. Clearly, after he got his legs, because almost every time we tried to figure out his gender, he had his legs closed, like, tightly. So we really couldn't see, even in a 4D. So it was a little confusing. So we went with girl because there was no obvious signs of a penis. And I was 20 weeks, and he was significantly bigger, and he was moving around a certain way, glimpse of a dick. And she's like, that it was his umbilical cord. And then she's like, no, the cord here. I'm like, yeah, I was gonna say my umbilical cord's all bunched up left. Like, I mean, I'm not an ultrasound tech, but I know what I'm looking at, you know? Like, I've had so many anatomy scans because I'm on Subutex, so they do weekly scans for the, like, last 4 months of your pregnancy because they want to make sure that the baby's developing right, there's not going to be any problems, yada, yada, yada. I'm a recovering drug addict. I've been sober for 3 years. Active drug addict for like 7. I started drugs when I was really, really young. And when I found out that I did take a break for a while, when I found out I was pregnant with my first son, I quit turkey. I just quit everything. And surprisingly, I didn't go through a miscarriage with him. And I got kidney stones right after I had him. He was not even a month old. I had him May 6th, 2019, and the week of June 6th through the 10th is when I had to deal with kidney stones. I remember the date because I was also doing drug and alcohol classes and fucking DUI bullshit because they wanted to charge me with a fucking fake ass DUI even though there was no alcohol or anything in my system, and I had marijuana in my system, so they tried to pull the fucking DUI card, and I'm like, I don't think so, retard. No warrant or anything, take any blood. Which, I didn't know that they had to have a warrant. Or they would have got. Oh no, I don't know how she missed a dick. I mean, I knew when I was pregnant with my first son, I knew I was having a boy. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He was a boy. Period. Like, everybody argued, oh, well, you're carrying him, you're really big, and your face is getting fuller, and no, it's a boy. I was adamant that it was a boy. I knew with every fiber of my being that I was pregnant with a boy. There was no getting around it. There was no fucking trying to trick me into saying, oh, it's a girl. No, it was a boy. And our first scan to find out gender, I was 22 weeks. And I went to, because there was nobody available at where I needed to go, so I had to center and have an ultrasound done. So I went there and had an ultrasound done. And it was the day before Christmas. So Fred was adamant that it was a girl too. He was like, it's a girl. I'm like, no the fuck it's not. It's a boy. We are having a boy. Stop fucking saying it's a girl. No, we're having a boy. And I knew that from the time I got pregnant until we actually found out that it was a boy. Like, I knew the fire of my being that it was a boy. And the tech was like, what do you think it is, Dad? And he fucking off on another girl. Because at the time, he only had one son. He had 2 daughters, 1 son. Well, 3 daughters, 1 son. And you're going to have 2 sons now. So, there you go. And he's like, the text, what do you think the baby is, Dad? And he's like, and it's a boy. It's a boy. I'm calling him a girl. And the tech was like, ooh. So Mom is on team boy. I'm like, no, I know for a fact that I'm having a boy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a boy. And I was watching the screen, and Fred, he was kind of agitated because he was 110% positive that it was a girl. And she's like, what did you see? And he's like, it's a girl. He looked at the girl, and she switched over to the picture that she took because she was still scanning. And she flipped over to the picture, and she's like, nope, Elmer's right, Dad. You're having another little boy. And he's and he was looking at the screen, and she backed the scan, and she went down to his chest, and he looked and started smiling, tearing up. He was having a boy. Like, he was happy. And then he told me that it was a girl, and like, I really wouldn't mind having another boy. And I said, me neither, you know, because I already had a son. I boy mom. So that's really all I knew, boy. So when they said that he was a boy, I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I mean, not only just $1,400 that I got rid of, take back, sell. So that's savings. Hunter was a baby, because so I still had all the baby clothes I needed, and I didn't, you know, need anything, so I didn't really worry about it. I was like, I have everything I need, so I just gotta sell this shit to make my money back. And I did. I sold most of it. I gave some of it away. A lot of it I sold on Facebook, because almost everybody I knew was having a girl except for me. Literally. Like, there was me, Olivia, Brittany. I knew 2 Brittany's. Can't remember her name. Gabby. They were all having girls. And they're like, oh, you're going to have a girl too. It's girl season. I'm like, when are you due? They're like, oh, I'm like, hold on, let me check out the Chinese calendar. I'm like, nah, bitch, you having a girl. I'm having a boy. And when they went and looked at the Chinese calendar, boom. Yeah, they were all having girls. And they, excuse me. They all had girls. And I was like, Chinese calendar. Boy. He was due Monday, May 3rd. He came Monday, May 6th. I never really. I didn't put much thought into it, you know. After they told me he was a boy, I was so happy. I was so happy, because I myself wanted another boy. I wanted, and then when they're like, not a girl, I'm like, what? Are you serious? Right now, like, it's really a boy? I'm ecstatic. Fred, right after I walked out, thought, you're not gonna believe this. He's like, what? I'm like, take a wild guess. He's like, are you pregnant with twins? I'm like, no, you dumb bitch. I'm like, we're having another boy. And he was like, no way. I'm like, yeah, we're having another boy. My mom was upset because she was a routine girl, but I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant with a girl this time, too. I was lying. You know, you have a feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Like, this pregnancy is way different. Like, when I was pregnant with the boys, I mean, I got sick, but it was usually just If I didn't eat anything, I would get deathly fucking ill. Like, it was horrible. But after 11 weeks with the first son, morning sickness stopped completely. Like, I didn't even feel pregnant anymore. And I had a smooth sailing pregnancy up until the whole arrhythmia problem because of the caffeine. And then I completely cut caffeine out. 30 weeks, I went in to go to the women's hospital, and I was there for a week. Because, they wanted to make sure that it wasn't something else. It wasn't a permanent arrhythmia. Caffeine arrhythmia. And it's supposed to be just a regular checkup. And the fucking nurse, the ultrasound tech, gets up and leaves and doesn't come back for like 15, 20 minutes. And then they're like, I need you to follow me, and I need you to... I'm like, why? What the fuck is going on? Because, like, your heart sinks to clean your ass. Like, you can't breathe. And I was on the phone with the doctor, and he's like, we need you to come down to McGee's because we found a problem with your baby's heart. And, of course, I was bawling like anybody would. And I'm like, well, what's wrong? Like, what's the problem? And he's like, well, he has an arrhythmia and his heart's skipping a beat, every other beat. So we need you to come down here, like, today, right now, preferably. And we need to have you admitted to McGee's. And we're going to keep you for as long as we need to make sure that he's okay. So I went to McGee's, and I was there 5 days. A day, like, fine. But I was on the... It wasn't postpartum ward because it was the pregnant ward, like the pregnant having complications with their pregnancy. A lot of other women couldn't leave their bed, couldn't leave the room. I, on the other hand, my face wasn't so frugal, and I didn't have to, be confined. Like, I could get up, I could do whatever I wanted. Like, because my pregnancy wasn't complicated. It was just worrisome. So after they figured out that it was just a caffeine-induced arrhythmia, they're like, well, maybe it'll go away before birth, and usually after birth it goes away. So I go in every week first, every Thursday. I went in for a stress test. And every Monday it was a stress test. Every Thursday it was an anatomy scan. So that was my week. Every week up until it happened. And at 30 weeks, and 34 days, went in for game, and his heartbeat was healthy, all I cared about, and it was because I completely cut caffeine out. I completely cut it out. I didn't drink anything. I drank everything decaffeinated. I drank decaf tea, decaf coffee. I wouldn't drink Monster or Red Bull despite having those god-awful cravings. I wouldn't do it. And it went away on its own in a couple of weeks before he was even born. And he was born at 9 weeks to the day. And it was 37 weeks, 6 days. November 16th, 2020 is when he was born, and he wasn't due until the 28th. I was trying to hold off a couple days for as long as I could because his father's birthday is 11/22 and his is 16. I was trying to hold off, but that morning, Monday morning when I got up, which fucked up both my boys on Monday, I went into labor at 7 a.m. Chunkin was in bed with me. I got up at 6:30 or 6 o'clock to get ready, throw up, eat, the normal. and my belly was getting tight. Like, But I had been having Braxton Hicks contractions like the whole week, but these contractions were different. Like, I knew I was in labor that morning, and I'm like, I called the doctor's office, and I'm like, hey, I'm pretty sure I'm in labor. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm on my way to the appointment now because it was for my stress test, and I was supposed to go in for my doing it that day because Francine was there. So they did it then. And it was like an hour because I had to do an hour and a half long stress test. I had to just sit there and do whatever. Like, I just had to sit there with these fucking thingies on my belly, and it read his heartbeat and, what was going on. And yes, I was in labor. Doctor walked in, and she looked at the papers. Well, the nurse walked in, and she's like, how you feeling? I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm like, every couple of minutes, every minutes or so, every 3 to 5 minutes, it's really 3 to 5, 7, up until so. But that morning, I went because my Mercury had a bad sticker, and I didn't exactly have a valid license at the time, but I was driving anyway because I really didn't have a choice. Like, I have to do what the fuck I have to do, and that's that. I don't care. I got a license, bitch. You can suspend my license, let the go unless you suspend my engine, bitch. Suspend my engine. You can take my license. That's just a fucking card, bro. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about that license. I could care less. A license ain't shit. There were huge spikes because I was contracting. And, she's like, she wasn't aware. She wasn't made aware that I was possibly in labor. So she ran and went and got Ava. Now, doctor. I love her. She's one of my favorites. Her and Sage. Sage is new, but I usually see Dr. Glad, Lawrence Glad. That's usually who I seen. That's who delivered my first son, and that's who walked me through my second. And unfortunately, he wasn't there to deliver my son, which really fucked me off because I didn't know any of the doctors that were at Ruby. None of them. I didn't know any of them. The only one that I knew of was and Dr. Rowan wasn't there. It was some dude, and I wasn't exactly comfortable with the whole situation because who the fuck are you? But yeah, she ran out, went and got Ava. Ava came in, and she brought gloves, and she's like, she looked at the paper, and she's like looking at it, and it's a fucking mile long, and she's, you're in labor. I'm like, yeah, I know, I called in and said that. She puts her gloves on. She checks my cervix. I'm fucking 5 centimeters dilated, okay? And just that centimeters, almost 3. Like, I was a 2 3/4 from 36 weeks. I was 3 centimeters. And kind of cracked me up. But she's like, I mean, I wasn't in pain or anything. I wasn't uncomfortable. Like, I didn't feel the need to go to the hospital right now. So, and they're freaking the fuck out. They're like, you're a +1. You're 5 centimeters dilated. Like, you need to go to Ruby. They were going to call me. No. we ain't doing that. My mom's car. Okay, I had it worked out with my mom because her now husband works at Arsenberger Trucking, and that's where the car would set my Mercury up, drop my Mercury off, leave the keys in the car for me every Monday and Thursday because he knew that I would be coming in the morning to pick it up and take my car. Everything was legal on it. I mean, everything on my Mercury was legal, but so I just tried every way possible to avoid being pulled over, and I used her car for like a month, 2 times a week, a month, and she didn't care. I had gas in it. I never beat on her car or anything. And they're like, we need to call you a bus. Like, you need to go to Ruby right now. Da, 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 da. I'm like, no. We ain't doing that. For one, that is a $40,000 car. I am not leaving that car here. He's in. I have a doctor after I and get a doctor and go get the spot of the baby, drop her off. Like, I'm fine. Right at the moment. I'll end it and then I'll come back.